you own an LLC, there are three concepts that need to absolutely be addressed in your operating agreement, and they need to be clearly addressed. These can't be skimmed, they can't be implied. They need to be clearly written and clearly understood by partners. And the first one is ownership and economics. And this is more than just percentages. Questions that need to be answered are who owns what? What did each person contribute? How are profits and losses allocated? Are there guaranteed payments or salaries? When we're looking at ownership and economics, the ownership percentage does not automatically answer those questions. If you don't define those economics clearly, default state law usually assumes that profits are split by ownership percentage, which may not reflect reality for your business, and you don't want state law filling that in. Second is control and decision making. When looking at control and decision making in your operating agreement, you need to ask and answer the questions. Who has authority to run the company day to day? Is it member managed or manager managed? What decisions require a majority vote? What requires unanimous consent? And then if you are a 50-50 split LLC, which I have said before I don't recommend, but it happens all the time, how do we break a deadlock? These control provisions are where I see most dispute lives in a court system. If that section is vague, you are inviting paralysis into your operations. Third, as much as you don't want to, you need to discuss it. Exit and transfer rules. Your operating agreement should answer what happens if someone wants out of my business? What happens if someone dies, divorces, files bankruptcy? Is there a buy-sell mechanism? How is the company valued in that buy-sell? If you do not control how ownership leaves through your operating agreement, you don't control who shows up later. And with an economic interest, and the last thing we want as an owner is for a new economic interest to come in that we didn't expect or didn't plan for. So those three areas, economics, control, and exit, are the backbone of your company. Everything else is detail. If those sections are drafted intentionally, your LLC has structure. If they're not, the state will supply those rules for you. And as I always say, that rarely ends the way you expect it to.